Yeah, Wally ain't gonna know that shit.
Who can help you now? The Flash.
Flash? Well, why would he help me? He doesn't even know who I am.
Someone.
What did you say, Maria?
Zoom doesn't like spoilers.
Zoom's a good guy.
Yeah, Zoom's a good guy.
Like
Yeah.
What if we could stop Zoom?
I feel like nothing for them because that was the dumbest plan I've seen. Like, looked like half a plan. Fuck around with like throwing pictures in. Yeah, basically. That's like throwing nudes on the floor to Zoom. Like,
Barry, I know you.
And we do whatever we have to keep the ones we care about safe.
Black Lives Matter.
You can't give up your speed.
Barry will give you his speed.
This one was written kind of less intense.
There's a lot of anticlimax.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hand him over and it's yours.
I like how he's using the voice thing, but you can't tell that. Joe, Iris, like, come on.
We saw you die.
You did.
So what was that? Speed Mirage?
Speed Mirage? No. Even I'm not that fast. I knew. Believe me, getting my time remnant to agree to me murdering him took a bit of convincing. But once he saw the genius in my plan, he was all for it.
Who's the man in the iron mask?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Running around dressed like the Flash.
You're nothing but a monster. Nothing but a monster.
Ah.
You're a monster.
This episode is interesting.
Did I ever show blood?
Nah, even when Barry got god damn junkie. Holy shit.
Thank you, Flash.
Jay, stop! Caitlin!
I get it. New questions.
None of them interesting.
Yep.
I think that's the way. They can't all be winners, I suppose. That was
You win some, you lose some.
I think so. Where do you think this went? This episode. What was the problem here? I have my my opinion is if they were to title if I was giving titles to summarize this, the word would be anticlimactic.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of felt
Pretty
we
much.
had. I think
we both was on the same page there. I mean, I think it was just trying. I don't know what it was trying to do.
yeah.
I don't know if it was trying to what it was trying to build up to something or like.
I think one of the things that for me is getting was kind of hard was we were trying to adjust and sort of get used to the Zoom we know now, basically. Before, for me, before Zoom was an unstoppable force, you didn't even see human.
Yeah.
And we were introduced to this kind of origin story right in the beginning. Then they didn't go back to it until way later.
They should have dragged that on. I mean, it's pretty.
I would have actually kind of liked it a little bit to have seen a little bit more of a Zoom story development, and it just seems like we saw the really interesting part that was very parallel with Barry's father and his mom and all that, and almost the same sort of situation where Barry runs down, but I feel like they stopped that, and we started going into Barry and the gang or the Star Labs gang.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, one could say, you know when Jay's father shot her, right?
Right.
He's in the Flash uniform.
Right.
He's in a Flash suit.
Right.
So, what's the story with that? Was he another speedster? Was he?
That's what I was wondering about that myself. I was wondering if metahumans was But metahumans didn't exist on Earth
But then
2.
you got a history, like, you know how you got the parallel universe, they can go back in time.
Right.
So I don't know, like there was
That-
a lot of
you know what?
I had a lot more questions about that dad.
yes, that's true. I actually was very curious about the dad, and we do know that Earth 2 there is a Bruce, Diana, and Clark in that world.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that we did have some sort of like JLA or JSA, Justice Society.
Okay.
The original like heroes and such. In fact, I'm pretty sure there actually was one on Earth 2 in this particular show. So we maybe he was a metahuman. I don't know. They're playing a lot with the Flash storylines and kind of mixing a lot of different things up. We saw that the Zoom that we know is a bit of I don't know, something about the darkness.
It's a bit mental, right?
Yeah, a bit mental, which I did like, but it was a little hard for me to adjust to it at that moment, at that time, because we didn't know much about him, and just to see him with the entire Star Labs gang again, just chatting it up and just dropping this exposition on us, was a little hard to digest and still be interested and entertained and such. Like, say, it's not the same as when they took a lot of time with season 1 Wells but not just that we see season 1 Wells, but at the same time that personality seeing what Eberthon actually is. So then now when we see Eberthon talking through Wells, we kind of get this feeling like, okay, even in the last episode we saw
when he went back in time,
right, and then you just looked at Barry and he was like, run, Barry, run. You're like, oh shit! Like they kind of meant something with this Zoom. We're seeing, I don't know.
It seems a bit more cuckoo than
which is fine, but it just felt like we were saying, anticlimactic. Here I just came through the. Hey, what's up?
That was some bad editing, right?
That, the music, it seemed like a lot of those scenes where normally when Zoom shows up, somebody's about to get their ass whooped, or something heavy is about to go down. This one, it kind of just took away the scariness and mystery of Zoom. So I'm very...
Well, I think once they unmask the guy, they already lost a lot of that.
For me, and I don't know if maybe it'll take a few more episodes, or we only have a few more episodes left to see. Maybe there'll be... I don't know, but now...
The man in the iron mask, right? That's still not revealed yet.
We have that. He got a time remnant, so that was the answer to that. Having...
So that's mean that's 3J, possibly.
Right. There's Man in the Iron Mask, Jay, maybe. He said, you wouldn't believe me even if I told you. I don't know. We know for sure that the Jay that got killed was a time remnant of current Jay. Yeah. We still also have Hunter Zolomon of Earth 1 during that one scene where he pointed out...
when he was sitting on the bench, right?
Unless that was Time Remnant talking to Caitlin, and that was Hunter...
What it was, wasn't it? I mean...
No! I don't... See, this is where I'm getting confused, because...
Like the whole time that Jay was in Earth 1 was the Time Remnant, right?
No! I don't think so.
The Zoom to now has been the badass Zoom the whole time, right? And the Jay that was asking for help, that was being weak. That was the old...
No, because if that was the case... current Zoom Jay wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been agreeing to everything that Barry was telling him about how Caitlin gave him it was a fix, or it wasn't permanent, something. He knew all about that, what was going on. So I think Time Remnant Jay only showed up in that last point when remember that one time he went to go take a nap or something like that? When Earthquake X-Men dude was going around, and Jay was like, I'm gonna go take a nap downstairs.
Yeah.
I think that was that time when he found Time Remnant Jay.
Yeah.
And
so that means you mean there was another Jay?
The Zoom Jay. Zoom Jay was... he was there the entire time, but right around that time when he was losing his speed and Velocity 9 wasn't working so well or whatever, when he went down to go to the basement, he said that I'm gonna go take a nap, or something. He wasn't around. I think that Zoom J went to go get Remnant J, and did the whole switcheroo deal, because it was around, I think, right around that same time
when there was everything was open, everyone was going in and out.
Exactly. Everybody was kind of going in and out, and like I guess that's what's going on. So we still have the one major question is who's the guy in the Man in the Iron Mask? I'm kind of done with that right now, unless it's Henry Allen. I thought we might have seen Wally right now, like I thought maybe that would kind of,
Wally's
I don't know if it, right, Wally Speedster type
Black
thing.
Flash.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get a hint of that because that's been a big rumor. I thought maybe we were going to see a little like, Twitch and Zoom like notices something really quick, like I don't know how Zoom figured out Wally was even living there at that time.
Well, no, they knew because he's been to that place once. Zoom's already been there once. To the house.
So you think he just was checking everything?
It's not that often,
I guess so. Yeah, he's that fast. What I did, the one big thing I did take away from this, and I noticed you noticed too, was Zoom kind of mentioned that he's not fast enough to do a time mirage. A mirage, which I thought is kind of interesting because I didn't think the reverse flash was actually.
Isn't the reverse flash meant to be the fastest?
I thought,
the ultimate right,
but Zoom was pretty fast actually. So, my imagination was I always thought Zoom was faster than all of them because he was sucking up all the speedster's power. But I'm assuming that with the tachyon device that Reverse Flash was using in the first season, it just made him more. Yeah, it gave him that extra speed. But I thought that was kind of interesting, like a throwback or a callback to Reverse Flash.
I think Reverse Flash, because he's from the future, right? He's more collected. He's like figured out everything.
This is true.
He's just more like
this is true.
He's chilling, right? He just want to make sure he still keeps his speed.
Yeah.
Make sure Barry's like kept in check. He doesn't change anything.
And he was more planned out. He was like strategic about this. Zoom's a little just.
Well, Zoom's he was a killer, right?
Yeah,
a murderer.
I guess
The other one's a scientist. So.
True. Different sides of insanity, I suppose. Okay.
No,
we were just talking about Zoom.
Come on, man.
I think there's a fight right there. You guys are talking.
He's just gonna hop in.
I'm thinking so. He might paper start flying, right? What do you think about Zoom's Jay's origin here?
I think it can be interesting, but I would like to know how he got angry. I guess he's angry at the world, right?
Right.
It's like how his father killed his wife, his mom.
Long gone. Like how the magical beard disappeared after that.
Was it just hair covering, or did he actually have a beard?
I thought it was a beard.
I think it was a mask. I thought it was a mask.
I don't know.
I thought it was like one of those asylum masks.
Right. I'm very mixed about this, but I do know I've been watching some of the Emergency Awesome where there is a story how the original Jay actually the darkness. Like, they're mixing the two because it's a difference between... There's something about the darkness.
Yeah.
Like, the original Jay Garrett in the comics created a Zoom out of evil, like dust or something like that. The Speed Force kind of bad version of him, and that was a version of Zoom as well. And we're seeing hints of that now. Every time he shoots up, a dark cloud appears. So, there's something going on.
But it's like...
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. Put it.
Okay. Sounds good. He'll be back.
Back in a flash.
Yeah, back in a flash. So, Red Dreaded Nation, let me know exactly what you guys think. Where are you with on this story? Let's go ahead and do the video, or the question of the video. Go. Alright guys, so we've been bouncing around with many different ideas and many different theories and all this sort of stuff going on. Here's what I'm going to post to you this time. Instead of going with the different theories, you guys feel free to just talk about it this time. Feel free to give me your theories and such, but I am very curious. What did you guys think of this episode? Do you think it started off strong? Do you think it's a good way to come back from the show? Were you impressed with this? Do you feel like sometimes how did you like the storytelling of Zoom's character? Like, are you fine with it? I'm still kind of bummed out, honestly, and this is why I hate poking around with theories because I'm gonna be kind of bummed out if it doesn't turn out the perfect way I devised in my head of months of planning. I'm still kind of disappointed that the Henry Allen situation did not pan out because I did think that would have been a little bit more intimidating and a little more close to the heart. But let me know what you guys think below about that and such. I was just telling them. I was still kind of disappointed that it wasn't Henry Allen being Zoom because I was really on that theory. I was.
I think you're talking about that.
This one and like the shoulder length and just the emotion that would have put Barry through. But I'm trying to get with the Jay one.
I mean, Jay, it's a good twist, but I mean, yeah, we'll see how.
I don't know. They don't have much time to make this happen at this point. That was the thing with the other one with Eber Thawne and evil Professor Wells. There was time.
It was built up very nice, like very planned out.
And let's not forget, for me, honestly, I was not into original squeaky clean Jay to begin with. Every time he was walking away, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody needs your old ass around. You don't even have the speed force.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really too betrayed. I was just like, oh, okay.
But it sort of felt like the same story as the previous one, where he doesn't have that speed to do what he needs to do.
True. And now he has that speed. Now he has that speed, but still comes up with stupid ass plans to get people.
I don't know, like what sort of pissed me off as well was when what's the girl's name?
Caitlin
was like, yeah, you got some sanity of some human.
Yes.
And then he's like froze. I'm like, come on, man.
Does that really work? That's a classic CW move. Serial killer, crazy man, darknesses is now. It's talk about the one good point that he has inside of him. That always stops a certain situation. Because for what?
It would have done better when she said monster.
Yes, I agree there.
Built up on that.
I agree. That would have been much better.
That would have been
CW, if you're watching, we are available here in Japan. We're certainly available to rewrite some of your scripts, so you just change everything at the last minute. We're here for testing. All right, guys, Red Dreaded Nation, stand up, speak up. Again, I left a question of the video for you in the video. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, I'm Akasan.
All right, Eric, man.
If you like them, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about these group reactions, group pairings. Trying to get more people back on the show. Season premiere, finale coming up. Let me know about all of this. Comment below, all right? Take care, and I'll be back next week. Oh, what do I usually say? Keep it fast, and I'll be back in a flash. That's
all right. See you, man.
Best I can come up with. Out. I like how that CG head doesn't move so much. Nice. Lightning bolt. That was pretty nice. I want some sushi.
Yo.
Good. Okay. And then I'll edit that. This is good. Yeah, I like that cropping. Alright. This lighting is weird out here, but nothing I can do about that. Alright.
You didn't get tip codes.
What did I order? I got it looks so like ghetto-fied here.
Keep it out, bro.
Right? Like,
get some Beshies Batman things.
it's the exact this is like how I keep it real from the streets. Never forget where you came from. Bed sheets on the curtain. So I remember when I was doing YouTube and we didn't even have bed sheets. We put bed sheets on. We didn't even have bed. I was sleeping on the floor. Alright, here we go.